tongues, we're united in our strength and resolve to uphold the honor of our land and for generations to come. And for generations to come. We'll defend the land. We believe in this nation, and we know we'll get there. We'll defend the land. We believe in Nigeria and the promise she holds, and that one day we'll shine like the sun. We're a great nation. See, we only have with the fatherland. We believe in this nation, and we know we'll get there someday. Can somebody sing me? With the fatherland, we believe in this our nation, Nigeria, and the promises she holds for us. And someday we will shine like the sun. Oh, from the north, south, east, and west. Somebody say, if you believe.
Beautiful people, hello ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome back to your show, our show, True Talk with Ayodeji and Joy. It's been a while, and I trust that you have missed us, and I've missed you too. Anyways, Joy, have you missed it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have really missed you, and really thanks to God for keeping us safe, and at the same time thanks to God for keeping you too, for keeping you safe. You know, as I've been saying for quite some time now, I say that let us appreciate God that He has not given us the red card life. Yes, because anybody the referee of life, which is God, just blow this whistle for like this. You don't go with that. But let's thank God that we are still right here and we are still alive. Welcome back once again to True Talk. Okay. All right. On our last show, we talked about insecurity. Let's say 2 or 3 shows before that one, we've been talking about reviewing the security situations which we have in Nigeria, which we have been experiencing in Nigeria. And I could recall on our last show, we also talked about insecurity, and at the same time, we try to provide solutions as well as the way forward to the situations which is right befalling us, which is staring at us right in the face. And today we are actually going to continue on the same trend, but today we are looking at another trend from a different angle, talking about the security, insecurity in terms of education. Now that's what we are looking at this morning.
Security affecting
Education. You know, we could not have gotten a better topic than why reviewing the situations that we have in this country. As at yesterday, you know, the news has it that over 140 students were actually kidnapped right in Kaduna State. And let me bring this to your notice. This is not the first time in this year. This is not the second time. This is not the fourth time. Let's say in Kaduna State only. This is around, let's say, like the fourth time such a scenario, is going to happen. And I think that calls our attention to us not picking a different topic, but for us to follow the same line. That is a justification as to why we are doing this topic today. So today we'll be looking at insecurity and the future of education in Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, ask yourself the question: what do you think will be the future of education in Nigeria if this trend continues? This thing looks very perennial. It looks as if there's no solution to what we are having now. It looks as if, I heard an interview over the radio, and someone was saying that the governor of Kaduna State, that's El-Rufai, was actually interviewed, and the man was, the way at BBC, the way he was talking to me, it sounded like almost hopeless, as if there's nothing he can do about it. Just imagine when we have a governor that is almost hopeless as that, then what do you expect what we're going to do? Yeah. So you may also want to ask yourself the question: what do you think will be the future of education if this continues? Ladies and gentlemen, if you are listening to us for the first time, feel free, you can call us on the studio line 0903 985 3731. Let me take that again: 0903 985 3731. That's the studio line. You can also join us on Aloore Radio on the link. I don't know if Joy, do you have the link around? You can join us on the link on Aloore Radio. At the same time, you can join us on Instagram on Aloore Radio. On our radio, just search, or on the website, just search for Aloore Radio. .com. You're going to get us.
You can just go on Facebook and type Aloore Radio. You will see us live.
Yeah, and you're going to see us live right there. And also on Facebook, Aloore it is, baby. Please, the more you do, the more you share. Yeah, the more you do, the more you share. The prayer is, the more you share the link, the more you do that, more blessing, and the more God will be sharing blessings into your life. More shares, more blessing into your life. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, you're welcome back. This show promises to be very, very interesting and at the same time informative. All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we forget, once again, we are still your radio presenter. My name is still remains the same. My friends call me A to the Y to the O to the D to the E to the J to the I, Ayodeji Adigbola, and they also call me the political evangelist. Engineer Shagu, why are you smiling? That was good.
Yeah, he's right. You are the only one that calls yourself that.
What's your problem? I don't know. Wait, this bad belly. Wait, what do you mean? What do you?
Why would you not laugh? You are the only one that calls yourself that.
Really? Are you sure? Are you sure?
What I know is your name is Ayodeji.
Well, and my friends call me the political doctor. Don't mind this one. She's just jealous.
Am I not your friend?
No, you are not my friend. As far as this thing is concerned, you are not my friend.
Wow.
So because you are not calling me that does not mean just the way you denied somebody before we started the show. Don't let me blow you. I will blow you here. I will just cast you here. You know what you did? Mr. Shek is already smiling. I'll just cast you here. Everybody, for your information, Joy is the caster. You see now, you say, I'm not going to say it. But it is alright. Just say us. What's your name? Let us know your name, Gary.
He just said my name, but I'm not a caster. My name is Joy.
The caster.
The newscaster.
No, the caster.
The broadcaster.
Oh, at least it has caster behind it. Joy the caster. That's your name. So that's just it. Joy the caster. Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to the voice of Joy the caster, and that's her face right now. And you don't want to tell her some things, or although she can keep it secret, but at the same time she can just cast you like that, as you can just cast somebody at the same time. So ladies and gentlemen, again on a small serious note, this is Joy. She calls herself, I don't know, me I don't call her that. She calls herself a singing pen. I don't know.
Well, he just called me singing pen.
No, she calls herself a singing pen.
Oh, well, I'm singing pen. You can also call me Melody.
Ah, alright. Remind you again, the topic we are treating is insecurity and the future of education in Nigeria. You know, I asked you a question. I said you should ask yourself a question. What do you think would be the future of education in Nigeria if kidnapping persists? Well, very simple, and just to say, you know, there are numerous, there are enormous, there are gigantic. Use any adjective to just qualify it. There are a lot of challenges that we are experiencing in Nigeria right now, and at the same time, it is not just Nigeria, the whole world. Now, when it comes to Nigeria education now, precisely, we are also experiencing a lot of challenges.
I think it actually started right after we gained independence.
Yeah. We have a lot of challenges right after independence, even before independence, even till now. Now, when it comes to our educational sector, because that seems to be the foci of our analysis this afternoon. So when it comes to our education sector, we have a lot of challenges which is right smiling towards at our face. But the thing is that, okay, maybe I should just mention but a few. We have this labor strike. When we talk about ASU, hey, shout out to the ASU leaders. Hey, we say, I think I heard over the news again, just maybe 5 days ago.
You make a young man grow old in school. ASU, hey.
It's not. I feel it's not really their fault. So it's not really their fault. It's not really their fault. At the same time, just like 5 days ago, they said ASU and SANU, they were going to go back to just whatever. Well, it has been a common thing in Nigeria right now that nothing strikes better than ASU strike in Nigeria.
No,
they strike better than thunder. Where Boko Haram, those are physical forces.
You need to give those people a medal, like cup.
Okay. So at the same time, another challenge we have in our education, we have poor funding. Yes, poor funding. We have infrastructural deficits. We have that. So at the same time, now the ogakpata of them all now that is reigning now in town is kidnapping. Well, ladies and gentlemen, kidnapping is not just a recent phenomenon when it comes to our educational sector. You know, it's the emergence of that could it's got to public light in 2014. Let's say when this Boko Haram, Chibok girls, around 270 something students, let's say 300, almost 300, were actually kidnapped.
And they haven't up to now. So
everybody is not back up to now. Yeah, that's just it. That's the first. That's a chronicle of what we have. So ever since then, the analysts said that it was at first it was religiously motivated. Now I think we have it now being profit motivated. Now it has been it has now been for business.
It's not another kind of job in Nigeria.
Yes, and now between just this year, between December and now, we have over 1,000 students being kidnapped. Between December and now, and the prayer you should be praying now is that God, as I'm going out this morning, I pray we won't be kidnapped, because it is not about who is rich. It can just be anybody. Okay, so you have started your thinking pen something. Oh, we can give you, don't worry, we invite you to the studio after this show. So on a more serious note, now we have over 1,000 students being kidnapped in Nigeria just between December and now. And the thing is that we don't know who the next target is going to be. Yeah, we don't know. Let's say we've talked about the chronicles. We had the Chibok girls. We have in 2021, that's February 2021, we have 27 students from GSS. That's
24 boys.
Yes,
were also taken with their teachers.
Yes, that's Niger State. We have another one in let me check through in Zamfara. We have over 279 girls in Zamfara. At the same time, we have 39 students in Kaduna State. At the same time, we also have another one, like 9 from Greenfield College. We have that one too. At the same time, we also have another one. We have from Maduguri, that's Brenu.
Did you mention the 700 students that were taken North Central Islamic school?
I say. Yeah. So the cases are just so many. They are just much. But the one now that we are talking about is the one. Yeah, the over 104 students now. That is actually that got
from a boarding school.
Yeah, I think 140 student. Yes, 140 student. That's what we are talking about now. So now what we're saying now is it could be anybody. Now what we'll be looking at now is what is the implication of this on the masses and on the Nigerian government.
Especially, did you say government? What about education?
Education itself. Yes, that's what we are looking at. What is the implication of this precisely? Well, the thing is that According to UNICEF, UNICEF says that we have over 10.5 million students that were actually out of school, and let's say 80% of these guys are from the north. Now, majority of the government, let's say government are now responding to closing down secondary schools, closing down schools, and some other things. Now, if the closing down continues like that, which means that we have started depriving people their right to quality education.
And if I'm correct, I remember 1970 was when education was actually made compulsory. So now you closing up secondary school, what are you trying to gain? What is
now
not the
let me
future of
let me
students
try to talk from that end. Now the reason why they're trying to do that is their own best response to secondary school curbing that. But now the mistake they're making is that although they may have to close it, but which I think one of the things that we are going to talk about is the solutions. I feel that is not the best way to go about it. At the same time too, I feel the more reason why they will close down some secondary schools like that is because those secondary schools are lacking infrastructure for security apparatus.
The secondary school
for securities,
or the state itself.
secondary schools, they are not well guided. I feel that's why they are doing that. But now the strength which I'm coming from is now closing secondary schools from that end will eventually deprive students access to education, and when they are not well educated, they are going to be eventually the breeding ground for Boko Haram and for other terrorists that will come, because these guys are not well educated, and when they are not well educated, anybody that just come and brainwash them, they will just forget about everything. I heard recently too, although some people over the quarters are trying to deny it, that Boko Haram members, they said they went to some local government to some communities right in the north. They said they gave them 20,000 naira that they should form alliance to them and blah 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 and blah blah blah. Well, fine, well and good. So for such people that they don't have access to such money and they are not educated, before they know it, they will get recruited.
I heard that I was traveling through the internet and I saw something. One of these people that were kidnapped and later released was like, okay, when we were being kidnapped, this was what the Boko Haram insurgents revealed to us, that the reason why they are kidnapping students from schools is because they want to curb out this Western education from Nigeria.
Yeah.
And the person talking there was like saying, she was saying that educate, like, some people don't have access to education as well. They are now like, since government will not do something about those who does not have access to education, those who can afford education will not be able to.
I think something else I would like to say from what he just said now. Number one, we should not limit kidnapping to just Boko Haram. We should talk about other banditry association, other did I just say
what I'm saying
banditry?
Is,
yes. And at the same time, as far as to the best of my knowledge, primary education in the north, where such an argument would have come from or should be coming from, is majorly and largely almost free. Do you get? So not like they don't have access to it. Some people are just troublemakers. Some people are just devil incarnation.
I didn't know
some
that
people
there
are just
still
second devil.
Places where we have free education.
Oh, come on, go to the north. We have access, free educations, primary education.
I had my secondary school free in Lagos.
Leave the west, go to the north. Majority of these things are free. Primary educations are actually free. How much do they pay for education? They're actually free. They don't even pay. Those people that are actually begging them to go to school. Now, for them to go to school now, and kidnapping is not just limited
Apart
to the
from
north.
Going to school.
Please hold on.
It's not just stuff they recite. Do they actually teach them well? So when you are mentioning free education, do they give them quality education? It's not just for the education to be free. Do they have access to quality education? Probably this is what this. I'm not saying that they are right, but probably we should also look into this. That maybe this is what they are agitating for.
No. That's not what they are called. They can be agitating for quality education. Come on. If they are okay, fine. You can't be fighting for something and be destroying it at the same time, except you are very stupid. And I'm sorry to use the word, because it is the highest form of stupidity to be agitating for something and be destroying the same thing. Now, I think from research, the reason why they are all doing this, is, let me go from the first point you are coming from. The broker members, they are doing that because they want to eradicate Western education. One, and that's ideological reasons. Now, I went further to say that it has now been profit and business oriented. Now, bandits, and some other people, criminal gangs, are now using it as a way to cash out. Yahoo boys now, as a way to cash out. Just kidnap someone like this, money will come in. So they are now using it as a form of business, as a form of livelihood. So that's what we are seeing. That's one of the reasons why these things are, or that's why we're having some of these things. No, I just want us to just go straight to the main point as to what is the future of the citizens, what is the future of Nigerians, students, education, if this persists. Well, I said a point. The future of education, if this persists right now, is that it looks as if it's fading away, because when going to school now is like going to a war zone. When you remember that if I wear school uniform like this, they can come and kidnap me, regardless of one of my friends were actually kidnapped, and I was asking from another. Was it that this guy was so rich? So it is not about your social status. It's not about you being rich or you being poor. They kidnap anybody, kidnap people. If there's anyone like that, they kidnap you. They kidnap you if you have any access to that. Now, what will be the future of ordinary Nigerians, and I said myself and you, ladies and gentlemen? This show continues next week. Because of our time, we just have to wrap up now the show, and we have a lot to say. We are loaded. Please join us next week, and special thanks to our crew, Team Global Concept, Revive Nigeria Mission, Payless Home of Creativity. Ladies and gentlemen, please be reminded that there's this program coming on very soon, Edu, or in your state. It's going to be something odd, and it's going to be something very interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, this is myself and Joy signing out on the show. Join us next week. Special thanks to our producer, Mr. Shegun, Mr. Deji, Mr. John. Thank you very much, Mr. Joy, Mrs. Ojo. We say thank you very much. Thank you, and God bless you. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.